En el centro de la pampa vive un pimiento. Sol y viento pa' su vida, sol y viento. Sol y viento pa' su vida, sol y viento.
Hello, this is Patrick Barnard with a special Pimento report. And right behind me on the steps of City Hall in Montreal, Campbell Stewart of Les Amis de Meadowbrook Park is giving an extraordinary press conference. It's about 10:30 a.m. in the morning.
Réal Ménard, who is the responsable for on the island of Montreal. He's a member of the executive committee. He is responsible for parks, sustainable development, the environment, and allied matters. He is in charge of protecting green spaces and from promoting green spaces and the environment on the island of Montreal.
Press release. Les Amis du Parc Meadowbrook, Montreal, November 12, 2014. Réal Ménard's War on the Environment. Réal Ménard, the Coderre administration's head of parks and green spaces on the island of Montreal, is waging war on the environment and on the city's public institutions. Instead of protecting and promoting parks and green spaces, Mr. Ménard is spearheading private discussions with the developer group Pacific for the construction on Meadowbrook of high-rise buildings with up to 700 residences. Les Amis du Parc Meadowbrook has learned that these discussions are based on a very detailed and very secret development scenario.
Mr. Ménard has taken it upon himself to start up discussions again with the developer in order to facilitate their construction on Meadowbrook. We've also found out, though we do not have a copy, it is very secret. We also know that detailed scenarios are already being discussed. We are outraged. We can't believe it. If you look at your packages of documents, you will find that every public commission which has looked at this issue since 2004 has come up with the following recommendation. Preserve Meadowbrook, turn it into a park, a public park, available for everybody. Don't build on it. However, Mr. Ménard has started these discussions and we want them to stop. In fact, Mr. Ménard should be replaced by someone who will defend the environment.
Mr. Ménard is a member of the Executive Committee and holds the portfolio for Sustainable Development, Environment, Parks and Green Spaces. Previously, he presided over the stripping of money from the city's Green Fund to spend on infrastructure projects and has unilaterally reinterpreted the city's existing policy on the protection and enhancement of natural habitats to exclude the acquisition of any new green spaces. It is time for Mr. Ménard to step down and for Mayor Coderre to appoint someone who will advocate for the environment.
Perhaps the most striking thing that's happening right now is that there are hearings, public hearings, which I and others are going to be attending and have been attending tonight. We prepare briefs, we present, we've done it numerous times before. They're having hearings today, public hearings, on the Chemin d'Aménagement, the new urban plan for the city of Montreal. Those are going on today. However, what Mr. Ménard is doing is he is pulling the rug out from everybody. One of the things which is being discussed at these hearings is affectation for land use. That is to say, should anybody build on Meadowbrook? Because part of Meadowbrook is still zoned residential for some crazy reason. So if Mr. Ménard succeeds in inking a deal, and he could do it tomorrow, if he succeeds in inking a deal with the promoter, well, what's everybody bothering for to come to these meetings? Sweat bullets, creating these documents, going and standing up in front of a commission. What is the commission going to think? What's the point of them doing anything if Mr. Ménard is going to make a deal just before they come to their ruling? It's nonsense. I don't know why he's doing this. We have no idea what his game plan could be, but it has to stop.
Mr. Campbell Stewart, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
You've asked for Mr. Ménard to be removed from the job that he has. As a lawyer, are there compelling reasons for the city to do that?
This is, I won't say that there are legal reasons to do it. There are political reasons to do it. I'd like very much for Mayor Coderre to recognize that what Mr. Ménard is doing is not in the best interests of the environment, sustainable development, parks, green spaces on the island of Montreal. Quite the opposite. And if this administration wants to, and I think Mr. Coderre does, because he recently said he wanted to increase the protection of green spaces on the island of Montreal, if he wants to do that and send the right message, he's not using the right tool. Mr. Ménard is not the right tool.